too.
Whoa, that's right off.
Hello everybody, this is Lucas at Frugal Landlord. I haven't posted a video for a while. We're waiting on permits on the mobile home to finish hooking that up and getting more work done on it. Anyway, I'm using the time to get caught up on some stuff. Me and my son are working on, we got a couple of projects going all at the same time. So, me and my son are working on this Mazda. This car needs a new water pump, and they put the water pump underneath the timing cover, and it's driven by the timing chain. So if it leaks, it puts all its water into the oil instead of just out on the ground. So we got the parts ordered, and hopefully this will be back and going in a couple days.
Don't jump. Oh.
We got a little grasshopper he's pointing out. Got a friend, so.
Not my friend.
Not your friend? Okay.
No.
More projects over here. So yeah, this is what the oil looks like.
Little cute.
After driving it with water mixed in. So,
Oil.
if you have a son, you should really do stuff like this with him. I mean, my dad brought me along when he was fixing stuff, so kind of helps them to know what's going on. Anyway, this is a scooter that I kind of had a engine that's got screwed up by it blew a spark plug, and I tried to Healy coil it, and part of the Healy coil ended up in the cylinder, and it got, you can see the piston.
And it ain't working anymore.
Yeah, it screwed up the piston and valve. Let's see, where's the valves? Right there. Got a bunch of metal inside the cylinder after the Healy coil broke off inside. So anyway, instead of ordering the stock parts to replace, I would have needed probably a head and cylinder and piston. We just got a big bore kit, and we're going to install that. This is going to change it from 125 cc's to I think 170. So it might make it a little faster. I don't know. It's still going to have the same carburetor. So anyway, that's the second project we're working on. We're going to try to finish this today. The car is ongoing because I'm got parts on order. But I should have all the parts to do this today. Project 3. We just replaced the bumper on the Honda.
Yeah, project 4 over there? Or is that just...
Also, this car needs a CV axle, so that's going to go in. I just have to find whatever size that axle nut is, and then we'll be able to start. I got a couple. Can you hold that? Hold this.
Hold this?
You got it? It's heavy.
No.
It's a little bit too big. So I need one that's smaller than 1 5/16". What would that be? 1 1/4". It's probably a metric, but I'm guessing that I could find a standard that was close. So the whole point of the video I was making is, if you're lucky enough to have a son, even if he's just watching you, like when I was taking the bumper off, putting it back on, he watched me take it off. When I went to put it back on, he noticed that I wasn't putting it on in the right order.
The panel.
So, yeah. So they pick up more than what you think, even if they're just watching you, but let them get their hands in there and turn a ratchet or something. So that's what we got going on. Working on that's the one we're working on. It is a Taiwanese bike, which don't get that confused with the Chinese bike. These bikes are actually very, very good. This is a SYM, and this is also a Taiwanese bike, Kimco. They are actually very, very reliable. Although this is Chinese parts, so that I'm putting on here, but there's still a very good design on this. It's it is it's actually the real GY6 engine, which the Chinese copied and put on all their Chinese bikes. But I believe it was actually originally a Honda design. So they're really good quality bikes. I think SYM and Kimco are pretty similar. I mean, this bike here, even though I've trashed on it, it's been very reliable. And they're the same engine in these things, this one and this one. But since this one has bigger tires on it, I'm able to go a little bit faster in this bike. This bike will do about 50 to 55 miles an hour. This one's about between 45 and 50. It makes a big difference if you're going upwind or downwind or up a hill. So yeah. And this project, me and my son just got the timing cover off yesterday, and we still have to dig into it more to get to the water pump. It's crazy how far down the water pump is. I let Gil take the wheel off yesterday. He used the impact wrench. Did you like doing that, Gil? Yeah? Is that fun? And he also jacked up the car. I let him run the jack, and we put the jack stand under it to be safe. Even though they keep those in their hands a lot when you're not watching them. If you get them working on a project, they really do pick stuff up. So I wasn't planning on really making a video about this, but we changed gears because I was trying to put the wrist pin clips in and they went flying, so I had to order more. So this project is on pause. We got it covered. I was right. I found the socket. It is 1.25 inches. Here you go. Go ahead and jack that up.
Jack what up? Oh, dang it.
So, can you drop your phone?
No, I'm in pocket. Oh, well, never mind. Not anymore.
So, we got Gil. He's jacking up the car. Guess I better set the parking brake.
Whoa!
Set the parking brake. You're almost up there, Gil. Okay, one more. Okay, you're off. You're off. Now you take the wheel off.
Wait, let's see.
You can see it's moving?
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead and take the wheel off now.
I can't. Oh!
Yeah.
Ow! Right here, it hurts.
Okay, just make sure you get it all the way on there first. Okay?
Whoa.
Okay, get it all the way on there before you pull the trigger. Okay, there you go. There you go. That's one.
Whoa, that was scary.
There's two.
Whoa, that flied off.
Make sure you get it. No, you don't need to put it. Okay. Make sure you get it all the way on the bolt before you pull the trigger.
It's really heavy.
It's heavy.
It is to me.
Sit like that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good job.
Easy.
There you go. One more.
It's smoking.
No, it's just air.
That does not look like that. It's invisible. Is it all the way on?
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Okay, now we take the wheel off.
Oh, those are super hot.
Are they?
I like it. I want to put my hand to feel it.
Yeah. So don't lose those.
They're really hot, and I like it.
Is there one more? That's 4. There's one right there.
Where? Oh.
Okay.
I like it. It's too warm.
Okay, I'll put those there. So now we gotta take these bolts out.
Why those ones?
Okay.
Wait, what brake is this again? The normal?
Yeah, this is the brakes that stop you. It's not
Where's the emergency brakes?
They're hooked up to the back.
Oh, I never knew that.
See, the kids want to know everything.
Not everything.
Not everything? Yeah?
No. Uh-uh.
You don't want to know everything?
I just want to know where the back brakes are.
That one's definitely leaked out all the grease.
Ew.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to videotape all of this, but this is what we're doing this instead of the scooter because I lost the wrist pin clips. So this is a very easy project. Ready?
Ready for what?
I want you to try to get this axle nut off.
What axe?
Axle nut.
Axle nuts.
Yeah.
Why axle nuts?
That's what it's called. Okay,
Why
go ahead.
axle nuts?
Go ahead.
It's too big. It's too big.
We'll see. Okay, go ahead.
Is it gonna be loud?
Yeah, go, just like the other ones. Go.
It's not going up.
Just try a little bit more. Okay, let the air build up again. It did turn a little bit. I saw it. Yeah, we got it.
Whoa.
Okay, get it.
Oh, this.
Is it really warm?
I don't want to burn my hands.
Yeah, it is a little bit warm.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
but
we
it's
got it.
really warm.
We got it. Okay. So yeah, that needed to come off.
Now what?
Now we need to get these bolts off here. Okay, we got the old one out. Kind of just popped it out with this little screwdriver. It wasn't that hard. The whole thing comes out. And then pop the new one in, I guess. Go ahead and take that axle nut off. And you can maybe see the hole that it goes in. I don't know. It's way back in there. Anyway. So the way I popped it in was I just got it lined up and then I hit it in like that and it snapped in. So
Looking at what? Looking at what?
we're looking at this. Not too close. So we just put it all. I didn't even have to take out the whatever that is. Forget what that's called. But there it is, it's all in. Then we just put it back together. There we go. It's really very easily done. It's like, I don't know, 20 minutes if you take your time. 20 or 30 minutes. Now we can put these on before we put the caliper on. That would make it so that we could use our tools. Get back.
How does this thing go?
Over here.
How does this thing go?
You don't see me? You don't see me in it? Right here? Okay.
I can see right there.
Okay. And then we just throw this back on.
Where's the brake? Oh,
This
there it
is
is.
the brake.
I was like, where's the brake?
Now we need the bolts for the brake right here.
And then we're almost done?
Pretty much, yeah.
That was...
It's not very hard.
It does not look that hard.
Just gotta line up the bolts.
Because if it was harder, then we wouldn't have a spinning material. That would be a long time.
Okay, that's lined up. Now the bottom.
15 miles away.
Now I actually was able to get the
What does this say?
ratchet in there, see? Don't want to get it overly tight with. Whoa. Okay, those are tight, so Now we just put the axle nut on. Got it?
Got what? Camera?
Put the axle nut back on. There you go.
Sam.
Okay. That's good enough. Now we want to bend this down so it doesn't the axle nut never comes off. So we bend that down a little. That way it can never back off. Okay?
Why do you want that?
We don't ever want that to come off. You don't want to.
So then the wheel doesn't come off?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, now we're ready to put the wheel back on.
Because I do not want to flip over.
No, we don't want that.
What happens if we had these kinds of wheels with no rubber on it? Would the car catch on fire?
What do you mean? The rubber has to have rubber on it.
What if it didn't?
We'll put this on low, so we don't want to. We don't want to get the lug nuts very tight. Okay.
Why? Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because you just don't.
Okay.
Because you want to be able to get them off if you got a flat tire, you know.
That's a bad question.
Why?
I mean, bad answer. Because you said
It's not a bad question.
nothing. You said nothing. Putting the bolts on. Bolt nuts.
Those are lug nuts, yeah. I get them started by hand.
They look like normal nuts.
I'll put those on by hand because I don't want to. Okay.
Now what?
Now do me a favor and go let the car down. Twist that handle. Twist the handle like you did before.
Like this way?
Yep.
Okay. Which way?
There you go.
There.
Okay, you got it.
Got it?
Yep, we're done. Yeah, you can pull that out. There you go.
What kind of material is this?
It's steel.
Steel?
Yeah.
That's a hard
All right, now I'm gonna.
material.
So we got done with this CV axle. It just took us a few minutes. It's a really cool project to do with your son if you want to show him stuff. Anyway, you know, I was right there at probably every project my dad ever did when I was that age, so I think that's kind of why I'm not scared to dig into anything and try to fix whatever it is. Or I think I was shown at a young age that you just gotta try to fix it, because it's easier to fix it sometimes by yourself than to get somebody else to do it for you. I'm trying to teach my son the same thing, and we've been having fun at it, and then also just seeing what kind of stuff that the kids pick up. That's the kind of things you can do with your son. I would imagine that you could probably do it with your daughter too, but I have a daughter and she doesn't really like anything that I do, so, but I still love her the same way. But it's nice when you have stuff in common with your kids, so hopefully you're lucky enough to have that. So it's really awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe.